If you visit a lot of theme parks, you're probably going to run into celebrities at some point. And we've had our encounters too, including a couple rather humorous ones. Traveling around theme parks, you run into celebrities, you encounter them sometimes, just out having fun with their family or doing special events. I've had a few times where we've run into celebrities in the parks just visiting and having fun. Got to have a couple very memorable moments with a couple of them. One of the very first celebrities I ran into was Richard Karn. You may know him from Home Improvement. He was the guy who helped Tim Allen with the show. And great actor, by all accounts, a very friendly person. We were living in Southern California, and I had actually taken a youth group that I was in charge of down to Knott's Berry Farm for the day, and we're playing in the park and having a good time. Well, one of the kids notices that he is actually out there with his family. Knott's isn't a real big park, and it seemed like we're following him and he's following us. And every time you look over, you could see fans coming up and, oh, look, it's Richard Karn! And my teens were kind of like, well, can we go say hi? I'm like, no, leave him alone. You could tell he was there with his family and trying to enjoy some time with him. I'm like, let the man have a day with his family. And actually, at one point, I think we were walking past him when I was telling them that. And he kind of, nodded at us, but generally he was left alone for the most part. He would have a few fans here and there. But in Southern California, you run into celebrities on a regular basis at the parks, or at the beach, or at the mall. And so if you live in the area, you kind of just shrug it off a lot of times. There are those who can't, but you get used to it. But other places, like in the middle of the Midwest, it's a whole nother deal. I was actually at a park called Holiday World for a special event way back in 2001. Special coaster enthusiast event, invite only. You had to be a part of a certain club to be able to be in. And there were a few hundred of us. Not a big crowd, but enough that it was fun. Well, the special guest that day was Mick Foley. You may know him as the professional wrestler, Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack. Mick is a very well-known coaster enthusiast, loves riding coasters, and he was there as the special guest for this event. And yes, all of us got to meet him, and got to ride coasters with him. Yep, I got to ride with Mick Foley on a coaster. Genuinely nice guy. What was really neat is knowing that he was there for a special event, he was very happy and willing to meet everybody and talk. But at the same time, he was like, dude, I want to ride. Let's go riding. Not the first time I've met Mick, but the first time at the theme park. And he was great. The joke of the evening was he was there as the special date for the park owner because she had not been able to go to her prom in high school. So he was her prom date. It was a lot of fun. Mick was a great guy. But probably one of the funniest moments I had with celebrities was again with my youth group. We had gone to a Christian concert night at Six Flags Magic Mountain. The big group that evening was a Christian boy band that was very popular in the late 90s, early 2000s, called Plus One. Now, Plus One had 5 guys. I actually had personal ties to a couple of them. One of them I had actually gone to college with his older brother. It's small college, so I had actually met him when he was just a high school kid. No big deal. You know what, thinking about it, I don't think he was even high school. I think he might have been like junior high or something at best. One of the other guys, I actually was one of the teachers at his high school and had him in classes and knew him fairly well. Had my yearbook from the school with him signing it and everything, which was, kind of fun when we started working at Christian bookstores and people were going crazy over this group, and I'm going, it's just Nate. I knew Nate Cole. Nate Cole's buddy. I'm still friends with several of his family members online. We're there at this Christian concert night with my youth group. We're in line waiting to get into the big show that evening, which is Plus One. And there is this girl next to my youth group in line that is loudly bragging about how much of a Plus One fan is. And she knows everything and has met them so many times. And they all know that she's their biggest fan. And blah, 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 blah. I mean, it was annoying how she kept bragging about all of this stuff. And my youth group was looking at me because they knew that I knew him. They knew the contacts. A couple of them had actually seen the yearbook, which I guess I could show you the yearbook. Yeah, here, there you go. So yes, I really did have it. But they're all kind of nudging me, going, "Would you shut her up? Would you?" And I'm like, "Just let her have her deal. We all know we don't need to shatter her dreams." Well, as we're lined up outside, I know, isn't that mean? As we're lined up outside, we're waiting to be able to be allowed in, and they bring the group through the park. There isn't a secure way to walk them through. So they bring them, they're walking through with a couple guards around them, plainclothes security trying to help keep people away. And as they walk past, Nate looks over and sees me in line and stops. "Hey, how are you?" And makes a beeline for me to say hello and shake my hand, see how I'm doing. And this girl that had been just obsessed next to us looks and just goes. Meanwhile, my teens that I'm with are just cracking up, laughing hysterically. "Man, yeah, that'll put her in her place." Teens. After the show, I made sure to meet him as well as the other. Got my picture with Nate. Had a great time with it. Nate's a great guy. He really is. I was really pleased with the success they had. And just knowing that I had a personal contact with a couple of them was really cool when you see these cardboard cutouts of your former high school students. You're kind of going, wow. Yes, Nate was one of those that helped give me the Willow nickname. He wasn't the main guy, but he definitely helped contribute to it. So when you want to think about Willow, Nate Cole's one of them. That's partially Nate's fault. The thing to remember about celebrities, though, is they're normal people, but they do some extraordinary things. I love the story that Brian told us in our recent collab, and it didn't really fit into that video particularly well, but I love this story that he tells about Johnny Depp that people may not understand about him and how much he notices other people. So let me share this one with you.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. That story. It was for the premiere of Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Oh, the one they did
And
actually at the Rivers of America?
uh-huh. And what had happened was my best friend, she was working guest control for that event. They had to delay the start of the movie because Johnny Depp kept arguing with the producers, saying, "Hey, we should let the guest control cast members that are guiding us to our seats, and
Mhm.
we should let them stay to watch the movie with us." The producers were saying no,
Mm.
that they wouldn't allow it. Johnny Depp disappeared because they shunted all the cast members off to Tomorrowland to Red Rocket's Pizza Port. Now it's Pizza Planet. While the movie was going on, Johnny Depp disappeared. He basically went over there to hang out with the cast members.
Well, that was nice. That's neat.
He's the type of celebrity that same day he was late to a dinner at the Blue Bayou
Hmm.
because he was on Main Street signing autographs for guests.
And see,
And
that's the kinds of things that people don't hear about very often.
no, they
Yeah.
don't.
So that's neat. So those are a couple of memorable encounters with celebrities I've had. Some fun moments in the parks just as a regular guest. Have you had one? I'd love to hear it. Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to hit that share button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my supporters, my patrons, my YouTube members. If you want to know more about them and the perks that come with supporting me, as well as a lot more other information, check the description below. Thank you so incredibly much for watching, and God bless. Okay, this is celebrities. Ooh, light. Looking okay. That's better. Refocus. The ongoing joke of the evening was that he was there as the special date of the park owner because she hadn't gone. And I was very pleased with this. So those are some character encounters. No, they're not characters. I guess they are characters, but